Well, hello, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. I'm Chris Thomas.
I'm Laura Painter. Today marks 11 days since the shooting that killed 4 people in Stockton. Officials revealed more about the investigation, saying multiple shooters were involved. Here's what we know. There's still no suspect description, as the shooters were reportedly dressed in all black with face coverings. More than 50 shell casings were found at the scene, belonging to at least 5 different guns, according to law enforcement.
Guns were also reportedly found on the roof of a nearby building, but it's still not clear if those weapons were connected to this shooting. The sheriff is not saying if the incident was gang-related, but he says people with gang affiliations were at the party.
In response to the mass shooting in Stockton, multiple organizations are joining their efforts to provide the community with healing.
Yeah, the event is being called Heal Stockton, and the intention is to unite families who have been touched by violence. ABC 10's Roxanne Elias is live at Victory and Praise Community Development Center on Harding Way in Stockton.
Roxanne, tell us more. How are these organizations helping?
Laura, these nonprofits and community organizations, they tell me that they know people are already going through enough and they may not have time or the knowledge in order to seek out some of these resources. So instead, they're bringing the resources directly to them by holding this event. The aftermath of a mass shooting at a 2-year-old's birthday party in Stockton is affecting the broader community in many ways.
Hurting and scrambling. We're trying to figure out the best way to go about making some real tangible change, as well as saving and holding space for those that are still not quite ready or able to move.
Organizations like Faith in the Valley and Concrete Development, Inc. say they quickly jumped on board just days after the shooting to address the needs. The overall event is held by the Stockton Youth Violence Prevention Committee, and almost 2 weeks later, they're hosting this Heal Stockton gathering.
Healing looks like a journey. Healing looks like a process. Healing looks like intentionality and readiness. There will be those that aren't ready yet because the trauma is so severe.
For those who are ready, these organizations are making sure there are resources available, including professionals who can offer mental health support.
Today we have Stockton CareLink that will be on site. They're a program that our city fought really hard to create a few years back as almost an alternative to having to call the police in emotional and mental health crisis and things along those lines.
There will also be multiple sensory stations set up with activities for all ages. It's a safe, open space to lift one another up.
There's a lot of distrust in the community of what actual help is actually help for folks, especially when you're vulnerable and you're going through something like family trauma.
Tony McNeil is encouraging those who may feel hesitant to ask for help to reach out and take advantage of the programs in place to start the healing journey.
We have to begin to give ourselves permission to cry for our community. It's okay to feel pain for your community. It is okay to hurt for the lost lives of children and adults. It's okay to hurt and to feel pain for those that are shooting and pulling triggers and in gangs.
This event goes until 6 o'clock, so you still have about an hour to come here. You don't necessarily have to be affected by the mass shooting that happened. Anyone really can come here to this event. And just to entice you, we did see 2 really cute dogs back there that I got to pet earlier. So event going on till 6 o'clock. I'm live in Stockton. Roxanne Elias, ABC 10.
And remember, this is the community trying to give back, and it's nice to see the community taking advantage of this opportunity. Roxanne, thank you.
Meanwhile, the nonprofit Youth Peace and Justice Foundation says they're now bringing together multiple gangs for ceasefire talks. It will take place Friday. The foundation called it a response to recent and ongoing violence and an effort to, quote, end the cycle of retaliation following the tragic November mass shooting. They also said successful talks would also start a 3-year violence prevention plan for Stockton.
The sheriff's office says they've received around 50 tips so far, and they're still looking through videos and pictures from the event. If you have any information, call that number on your screen, 209-946-0600. You can remain anonymous. The reward for information leading to an arrest is now at $130,000.